Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm Paul Bosco and welcome to my brand new video cooking series. This is episode 1 of What's Cooking with Paul Bosco. Today we're going to cook the king of smoked meats. It's a smoked brisket. We're going to get to it right now. Hey everybody, it's Paul Bosco here. I've been thinking about this for a while. I've kind of been messing around a little bit, getting some videos going. This is it. This is the first official video for Let's Cooking with Paul Bosco. So that's it. So I'm going to start a little video blog. We're going to cook everything. We're going to cook meat. We're going to bake pastas, ethnic dishes. We're going to go through just everything. I love all kinds of food. I love cooking all kinds of food. So this is the start of something hopefully big. We'll see where it goes. At the end, there's going to be a chance to like my page. I know you're going to like it. Please subscribe. There's going to be all kinds of great stuff coming out. And it's just real world cooking. But I do like to experiment. I like to try new things. And occasionally I'm going to burn something. And occasionally I'm going to make something that might not taste great, but that's okay. Most stuff tastes pretty damn awesome. All right, so I'm pretty excited about this. So again, it's What's Cooking with Paul Bosco. That's me. And I think there's no better way to start off my kick-ass cooking show than with this. This here, that is 14 pounds of brisket love. And we're gonna nurture the hell out of this thing. We're gonna trim it up a little bit. Got some of my own homemade seasonings I'm gonna put on it. I'm gonna inject it a little bit. We're gonna throw it on my Traeger smoker, smoke it over some hickory for about 10 to 12 hours, starting early tomorrow morning. And you know, a brisket, it's one of those things. When I first started cooking brisket, man, I just couldn't figure it out. But I got it figured out, and it's really not difficult. You just need patience. There is just no way to cook a brisket fast and have it come out juicy and tender. So we're gonna cook it low and slow, 10, 12 hours probably. Cook it till internal temperature about 195, so it takes a while. It's kind of cold outside, so that might slow it down a little bit. Maybe I'll need an extra hour just because the smoker might take a little more to keep up the heat. Anyway, my daughter, believe it or not, is saying, "Dad, when can you cook brisket? I love your brisket." Well, today's the day. Well, today's not the day. Tomorrow is actually gonna be the day we're cooking it. But I'm gonna get it all ready tonight. We're gonna keep it refrigerated overnight. Take it out about 6 or 7 a.m. Throw it on a smoker, and it is going to be. It's gonna be freaking incredible. It's just all right. So I mean, basically, what we're doing right now, we're just gonna take off any excess fat. Where there is fat, I want it to kind of just be maybe about a 1/4 inch thick. I don't need too much of it on there. And we're just gonna take it off layer by layer until we get down just close to the meat. You don't want to take all the fat off, just because, quite frankly, when we're cooking it, that fat on the outside, it's probably gonna be the best tasting part of the whole damn animal. And so we're looking forward to that. And this one's actually trimmed up pretty good. It does not have a whole lot of fat to take off. So believe it or not, I got a little too much off there. So believe it or not, I actually got this brisket from Walmart. Not to plug Walmart, but they got good brisket. They got good pork butt, good pork shoulder, great ribs. If I want a fillet or a ribeye, I'm probably not gonna go to Walmart. But for these lesser cuts of meat, let's just call it that, they just do a really good job. I know it sounds strange. I've dreamed about having a cooking show, God, for probably 15 or 20 years. So now's the time. We're not waiting no more. I love making videos. I love cooking. It's a perfect match. It's a match made in heaven, you might say. That's about all I need to cut off with there. There's not a whole lot to cut off. So that's all the fat I got off of. That's really not that much off a 14-pound brisket. That's maybe a pound, maybe a little bit more. It's not too bad. You know, I said I was gonna inject it. I'm not. I haven't injected it for probably the last 5 or 6 times I've made a brisket. It does come out pretty darn good just doing it this way. Don't be surprised. I'm gonna have a lot of times where I say I'm gonna cook something, I'll start it, I'll change my mind right in the middle of it. So this is my my homemade rub here. I don't have quite enough for this brisket. I'm gonna add a few more spices to it, so I have a little bit more. Honestly, I use Old Bay all the time. I don't like Old Bay just by itself, but I use it as a base and I mix a lot of things to it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there. And there's a few spices that I put on almost all of my rubs. One is chili powder, lots of chili powder. I love chili powder. Let's put the rest of it in there. That was about a half a jar of that. Smoked paprika. It's incredible. Pretty much my pork rub, my chicken rub, my beef rub, I put smoked paprika on pretty much all of it. And we'll go a little onion powder and lots of black pepper. Black pepper is fantastic on beef when you smoke it. And a little bit of that. And you know, I don't use too many dried herbs. Today I am going to use just a little bit of thyme, not too much. That's quick. Usually I'll make a batch that'll fill about this whole thing up, but I'm just adding a little bit to it. And this is easy. And we're going to coat it pretty evenly. We don't want to miss anything. We want to put a nice little bark on there. Actually, my brisket's a little long. Hold on, we're going to fix something here really quick. Let me get my foil out. I'm gonna put on my foil. Where did I put my foil? I'm gonna end up putting it in the refrigerator over the night, wrapped in foil. We're just gonna go ahead and put it on the foil. Just put 2 pieces over, fold the ends over, make it like one big piece. There you go. Brisket on top. And let's just finish rubbing this guy down. So when I do inject it, I'll usually use this, it's just a beef broth. What's a beef base, I guess. It's kind of a paste. Very beefy, very salty. I'll get that. Just, you know, you mix it with water. And then I add a little melted butter to it and put it all together. And that's what I inject with. Actually, when I inject my pork, I use a butter mixture too. Just with a number of different liquids. All depends on what I'm in the mood for. I'll use Coke, I'll use Dr. Pepper. Root beer is really good to inject it. You put some spices and some butter on it. And you want to get everything. The burnt ends on this thing, once it's done, are just going to be fantastic. And you want to make sure you got a good amount of seasoning on pretty much everything. And that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap this thing up in foil. We're gonna put it in the refrigerator. Probably gonna wake up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, throw it on the grill, and hopefully about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, hopefully close to 6, I made them for 6. We're gonna be eating some kick-ass brisket. So the brisket's been on for about 4 hours right now, smoking over some hickory. It's looking pretty darn tasty. Getting that time, I'm gonna start basting it now. I use this. It's just like beef base. It's kind of, they say it's better than stock. I use it all the time. Sometimes I'll use this as when I do an injection. It says 1 teaspoon per cup. I'm doing about double strength of what it says on here. So it's pretty simple. We're just going to dissolve it in warm water, and then I'm going to brush it on my brisket, and I'll do that about every hour until I wrap it. That gets toward the end, and this is going to make sure it stays nice and juicy. Okay. All right, so I know you're ready. We're gonna see what we got going on here. Oh, wait, hold on. Make it wait 1 second. So I couldn't find my mop brush. I actually had to go make a new mop brush, so I went and bought a mop and a hanger and some duct tape. It works really, really good. Anyway, that's my homemade mop brush. Works pretty damn good. So you ready? You ready? Here we go. Oh. All right. So that's looking really good. The bark's starting to form on there, really tasty. Oh my God. So this is simple. We're just gonna keep it wet. And that's it. That's how you mop it. I think I might have to trim my mop. I think it's a little longer than I want it. Okay, so we're gonna baste it about every hour now for the next 3 or 4 hours. Basically, when it gets to about 175 degrees inside, then I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna put a little more of this liquid inside, turn the heat up a little bit, and it's gonna steam inside. That's gonna be the last part of really just making this roast tender and juicy. So, not ready for a sample yet, but another hour or two, we're gonna start taking samples on it, and you're all gonna be jealous, and you're all gonna wish you were here. But anyway, that's my job. It's quality control is what we call that. So anyway, brisket's cooking, and it's been cooking for about 4 hours right now, if I didn't already say that. And I'll be back. Okay, so we've been smoking for about 11 hours, and we're right at internal temperatures. It says 175 right now. I'm gonna take it out of here. We're gonna wrap it in foil. We're gonna put some of this liquid in here. It's the same stuff I've been basting it with, which is basically like a beef base type liquid. And then we're gonna wrap it up and then cook it till the internal temperature gets at 195, and it's just gonna steam in there and get tender and stay juicy. And I gotta stop talking because that looks absolutely freaking incredible right now. Let's put this thing, and oh my God. Tell ya, this thing is like the bomb. I'm sorry. Before I put it in there, I gotta test it. Let me see. Yeah! Woo! That's just fucking crazy good, man. Oh yeah, that is crazy, crazy good. Just kind of lift it up a little bit so it doesn't spill over. I'm just gonna pour this right on here. I might use all of this. I'll probably put maybe about a cup of liquid in there. And we're gonna seal it up with this. My temperature probe is still in there, of course. And okay, so that's all wrapped up. Let's put it back on the grill. All right, so it's a time of reckoning. We're right about 12 hours right now. It is time to cut this sucker up. We heated it all the way to 195. I took it off. It went up a few more degrees. I think it went to 198. We're down to about 183 right now. Perfect for cutting up. It should have settled. All the juices should be staying in there pretty good. Let's take up my probe. Now, if you remember, we poured some juice in here, some of my liquid, and we're gonna save some of that because we're gonna use that at the end. So I'm just gonna kind of take this, and carefully, it's a little hot. I'm just gonna pour some into this measuring cup, hopefully without making a giant mess. Some goodness right there. I'm gonna set that aside. All right, so you ready? So here it is. All right, oh my God, that looks so damn good. Okay, so let's, I need more friends. I don't think I can eat all this. GoPro, start recording. Why are you stopping? I don't know why my GoPro stops sometimes. Okay, so here we go. Actually, I'm gonna turn this around because I'm gonna cut off of this in at first. And hey, Jessica, you want a sample? Everybody likes samples right here. Oh, that's just goodness right there. That's goodness. So I'm gonna give this a piece of Jessica right here. Come here, Jessica. You don't need to be on camera, but that's like sinfully good right there. Here, I'm gonna show you some of this. Let's get inside. This looks pretty stinking good. All right. It's still pretty hot. All right. So just look at that. So that's pretty good. So actually pretty hot. It's still hot. Woo! Hold on. I can't even handle that. It's still pretty hot. So you can see there, it pulls right apart. I mean, you can just see the connective tissue That's perfect. Oh my God. I was a little worried because honestly I had to turn my heat up a little more than I wanted to at the end because it wasn't quite at temperature. That's phenomenal. Oh, I hear more people coming. So this is pretty good right here. That's what happens when you smoke a brisket for 12 hours. Hey, you guys want some of this? Sure, yeah. You come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Here's Nicholas. Okay. And his girlfriend Kennedy. You're on camera right now. Yeah, you can taste that. So taste that. Take that right there. Take that. Yeah, and look at the camera and be like a really animated face and say how awesome it is. Just take that.
Really good.
Oh, pretty good. Really, really good, huh? Really, it is hot. It is hot. You can take that. That's mostly fat right there.
That's pretty good, yeah.
So, just take some love. That's all. All right, All right, I'm gonna finish cutting this up. Oh, by the way, beer of the day. Andy Gator is the beer of the day. It is what the hell is this? It's Abita Brewing. It's from Abita Springs in Louisiana. It's Hell's Double Bock. Actually, it's pretty good. It's let's see. It's almost like a blonde ale. It's a little sweet, not too hoppy. Got a good body. Honestly, I would probably like something a little heartier to go with my meat, but that's the beer I have. I'm not gonna be too picky. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it up. We're gonna eat. Now Christine should be here pretty soon. We're gonna start eating without Christine if she doesn't get here. Oh my God, that's like, I mean, just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's just like, just pulls right apart. My dog's staring at me. The dog wants some. The dog is not getting any of this right. He might. Oh, you gave it to the cat? You give the cat brisket? Oh, by the way, so like I said, this is my first episode. Oh, did you hear that? I'm starting a video cooking blog. This is episode 1. I gotta start with a brisket, and there's more to come. All right, there's more to come. Like my page, subscribe to my page. Anything you want me to cook, let me know. I'll cook it. Oh, by the way, so if you have like a really awesome beer you want me to drink, send me a case, and then I will drink your beer while I'm doing a video. It's a hell of a way to promo, and it better be a good beer. If it says light or Bud or Michelob, don't send it. It's got to be good beer. I'm not a college student. We need it good. What are you laughing at? The kids are laughing at me. I don't fucking care because I'm eating brisket. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I had a lot of fun cooking that brisket. It was absolutely amazing. I wish you were all here to share it with me. If you like what you saw today, please click the like button. Also, I'm gonna have a new video, or I'm gonna try to get a new video coming out every Sunday. So click the subscribe button and tune in for more episodes. We're gonna cook all kinds of amazing stuff. Again, I'm your host, Paul Bosco. Thanks for tuning in to What's Cooking.